I noticed the chair first, or rather, the absence of it. A long table, draped in ivory linen, surrounded by polished silver and crystal. The head table gleamed under warm chandelier light. My sister sat at its center, glowing with practiced grace, her fiancé beside her like a trophy she'd finally won. Laughter rolled through the hall like expensive perfume, thick, sweet, suffocating. But there was no seat for me. My name card was nowhere. No chair, no space, no acknowledgement. She saw me scanning the table, and she smiled. That slow, deliberate, I won kind of smile. "Oh," she purred, loud enough for the nearby relatives to hear, "we only reserved seats for important guests." The laughter wasn't loud, but it was sharp. Soft chuckles, little smirks, the polite cruelty of aristocratic bloodlines who mistake etiquette for superiority. My father didn't look up. He kept sipping his wine like this was normal, like the absence of my chair wasn't a declaration. "Don't make a scene, Hannah," he said, flicking his hand as if swatting away a gnat. "It's her weekend. Don't ruin it." Ruin it? As if I had ever been the problem. I nodded once. Calm. Controlled. "Of course," I said. "I'll just freshen up." I walked away. Not to cry, but to begin. Because I had been waiting for the exact moment they showed their true faces publicly. I needed their confidence, their certainty, their arrogance, and they delivered. Back then, when she was just my older sister and not my rival, she held my hand when I was afraid of thunderstorms. She braided my hair before school. She told me we were a team. But somewhere between adolescence and adulthood, she learned that love could be transactional, attention could be currency, and cruelty could be elegant if done quietly. She wanted to be admired, worshipped, envied, and to do that, she decided one of us had to be the lesser. The first real betrayal was small. She took credit for my scholarship essay. The second, she told everyone I chose to stay distant, when in truth, she had iced me out. The third betrayal was the final one. She convinced my parents not to include me in the wedding planning. "It will just cause tension," she told them. "You know how sensitive she is." Sensitive. Code for inconvenient to control. So I let them forget me, while I remembered everything. While they celebrated her rise, I traced the shape of their downfall. I didn't learn of my mother's hidden debts by accident. I found them because I was the only one who had ever bothered to handle her paperwork after she started lunching more than living. Designer purses don't pay for themselves, and the family's money was reputation, not liquid. My father's company held together with quiet loans and louder denial. My sister's fiancé? Oh, he was the easiest thread to pull. One message, just one, sent from a brand new email account to his firm's compliance department. Not false, not exaggerated, just precise. His insider trading trail was a thing of artless greed, and I had copies. I didn't send that email yet. Not then. First, I secured control of what mattered to me. The assets held in my name. The shares passed down to me by my grandmother, the one person who saw me. I transferred, consolidated, protected. Then I waited. And tonight, when they made it clear there was no seat for me, the timer began. I returned to the hall, composed. My sister was telling some story to a cluster of relatives who hung on her every word, her wineglass in hand, her posture perfect. I walked to the microphone. My father finally looked up. "Hannah," he warned, "don't cause trouble." "I won't," I said. "I'm just here to toast." The room hushed. I felt her eyes click onto me like a scope. I raised my glass. "To family." A polite chorus echoed back. "To the kind that shows their love not in private promises," I continued, "but in public actions. Like the choice to erase one of their own." A whisper rippled. And to truth, I said, because truth has a way of arriving exactly when it's needed. I clicked my phone. The email went out. To the finances firm, to the board, to the investors, to the tabloids. Phone screens started lighting up like fireflies around the room. His face drained first. Then my parents'. Then hers. The room shifted. Confusion, tension, the scent of panic rising like heat. She finally whispered, "What did you do?" I sipped my wine. Just made sure there was a seat for me somewhere. The engagement dissolved within a week. Her reputation followed. My parents learned humility through bankruptcy and silence. And me? I moved into my grandmother's old cottage by the coast. Quiet, bright, mine. People say revenge doesn't bring peace. They're wrong. It doesn't bring joy. It brings clarity. The kind that settles into your bones. The kind that finally lets you sleep.